Case number 5, conscious copulation. Location, Barcelona, Spain. Lucía met Daniel at a rooftop gathering in El Born where the music was soft and the wine was cheap. They started talking near the railing. Not flirting exactly, more like falling through a trapdoor. 1 minute they were discussing music, then childhood, fear, death. Then the strange relief of discovering another person carried almost identical questions. 2 hours disappeared. At some point, Daniel said, "It's weird. I feel like I already know you." Lucía felt the same thing. There was warmth in her chest, a quietness underneath the words, then a stretch of silence that didn't need fixing. No performance, no strategy. It was intimate in a way that almost felt physical. Lucía laughed softly. "What? I think my mind just stopped." Daniel smiled. "Mine too." That was when the ego arrived carrying candles. By the time Lucía got home, the silence had become evidence. By breakfast, it was destiny. By lunch, she had searched. Signs you have met your soul partner. Can two people share one mind? Spiritual orgasm without sex, meaning Barcelona twin flame reunion symptoms. Her friend Carmen watched from the kitchen. "You met him yesterday." "Yes." "And now he's your twin flame?" "I didn't say twin flame." "You have 17 tabs open. I'm exploring possibilities." "You searched past life sexual recognition." That was one article. Daniel texted, "I keep feeling like we met before." Lucia's heart jumped. Maybe this connection is bigger than us. The ego threw confetti. Lucía sent Carmen a screenshot. "Oh dear." "What?" "You both have spiritual romance poisoning." The next evening, Lucía and Daniel met for dinner. For 20 minutes, the connection was still there. Easy. Alive. Then Daniel said, "I've been thinking about why we found each other." "So have I. I think there are contracts between souls." "Yes." "And maybe our meeting was arranged before birth." Lucía exhaled. Finally, a reasonable man. They spent the next hour converting one beautiful conversation into a cosmic merger agreement. Their first silence became telepathy. Their attraction became recognition. Their shared interests became evidence of previous lifetimes. The fact that both hated raisins was apparently significant. Daniel said, "I don't think this is ordinary chemistry." Ordinary chemistry doesn't feel like this. 3 days later, Daniel took 6 hours to answer a message. Lucía's one-mind experience became, "Why has he withdrawn?" Daniel finally replied, "Sorry. Work was insane." Lucía stared at the screen. Work? Could a pre-incarnational soul contract really be interrupted by accounting? The following day, Daniel mentioned he might travel to Madrid for a month. Lucía froze. "But what about this?" "What?" "Our connection." "I like our connection." "Like?" That evening, Carmen found Lucía pacing. "He's going to Madrid. Trains return from Madrid. If this was real, wouldn't everything align?" Carmen looked at her. Maybe everything did align. Lucía stopped. "For one conversation." "That's terrible." "I know." Carmen sat down. "Why can't something be profound without becoming permanent?" Lucía had no answer. "Why can't intimacy be true without becoming ownership?" Still nothing. "And why does your mind need to turn one beautiful night into a 5-year strategic plan?" That felt personal. It was. A week later, Lucía met Daniel near the beach. They walked without trying to define anything. Finally, Daniel said, "I think I got carried away." Lucía laughed. "Past life raisins?" That was strong evidence. Then Daniel became quiet. "That first night was real for me. For me too. But maybe real doesn't mean what I thought it meant." Lucía looked toward the water. There it was again. That spaciousness, the same ease. Only now nobody was trying to capture it. "Maybe we touched something that didn't belong to either of us," Daniel nodded, "and then we tried to make it ours. Conscious copulation." He looked at her. "What?" "Two minds meet, experience something ecstatic, and immediately start filling out paperwork." Daniel laughed so hard he had to stop walking. Lucía laughed too. The intimacy had not lied. The ego had merely added subtitles. They sat on the seawall as evening settled over Barcelona. No promises, no soul contract, no demand that the moment become a future. Just two people sharing a silence that felt full. Lucía smiled. "This is still beautiful." Daniel nodded. "And nobody has to own it." For once, the ego had nothing romantic to add. It was busy canceling the wedding venue.